So Fated Summon refreshes, and it's the same list that was there. I have spoken about the heroes, so I will not go too much into it, but the first row is a complete waste for the overall player base, and I will start with saying that. Otherwise, amongst the balance three rows, there are some good heroes, at the target audience that is cheap and free to play players. Basically, players who don't spend or spend very less, so they can get access to certain heroes. And contrary to what is being said regarding stats and blah blah blah, put that on the side. There are enough resources we have in the form of emblems, in the form of what do you call limit breakers, and so on and so forth, to impact and improve the stats of the heroes. But as you say, the way I play, a lot of the heroes of mine are not limit broken, and the ones who are not limit broken, they are also not at full emblems, and it's possible to play. You just need to mix certain heroes. Yes, I have the benefit of certain heroes, so that helps me. But that's what the theme of the game is, to find solution to the situation that you're facing. So having said that, very quickly, in the red zone, he's a decent fellow. Yeah, low stats, but there is an improvement that happens with at least the LB1, and the combo of that will get him into a playable zone. Red Hood, there was a time when people used to want her. Obviously, there are more other fellows that have come. So there is something very unique that she brings, and a solution to the latest Luna. The minion protects its owner from mana reduction. So that's a unique benefit. So yeah, there are quite a few solutions, and new hero specials might come in handy to revive some of the old heroes. Then Baldur, Wax, not a very hard whack, but he's got a decent attack, So just imagine 2.5, 3 years back when he came with 807, that was a badass attack. Obviously, the fault line was low defense. So boosts health, so heals himself, and keeps whacking till he has boosted health. So unique special. Then Margaret, very fast chick, dodge, the original dodger if I remember, apart from the emblem, the talent which she also has. So she's the double dodger. Again, very high attack for the time when she was introduced in 2019. That's 4 years plus back. So the whack was not something significant, but the dodging is there, and each dodge gives plus 24 mana, and gives the benefit to the nature allies, so that's useful. She is the she drains HP from the target for 4 turns, so impact 1, and gets extra defense against fire. So this is an outdated special. This was useful 5 years back when she arrived, I believe. Now, there are certain heroes that need to be retired. I will just leave it at that. So, I don't know. She's just there for XP. Frigg, still absolutely useful. Yes, needs to be reinforced. I still use Frigg for farming, auto farming, because she impacts all. I use her on the Titan because I don't have a high damage, legendary for the Titans. And that's about it. The benefit is she impacts all, and depending on the shield, she gives a hard whack. So she still can go up to minus 44 defense, which is really useful. So she is very useful for a lot of rosters. She's the top one in this. The elemental defense down gets an entry into the Fated Summon. So Frida has been introduced, and straight 290 damage, minus 54 defense against ice, but she also dispels the target nearby, and that is all so cool. You pair her with another 2019 Hero of the Month, and every ally gets plus 46% defense against nature. So that's that. And she has a passive, one of those early ones to get a passive, which is fantastic. So, absolutely top pick. Whoever doesn't have, pick her. Whoever has her, pick a duplicate. So, moving to this weirdo. There are fans of this fellow. They love the. If you want to have some fun play, then you pick and level this guy. I mean, and see what happens. There is a new one also coming with a similar special. So Rumpelstiltskin has a competition. Fenrir, one of the snipers, he is still really useful and good. The only problem is there are too many better options that arrive which just overshadow this guy. He can heal himself, whack himself, and if the opposite target, if the target's health is less than 50, the whack is 640%. That was a very high percentage when he was introduced about 3 years back. So that's that, and he heals 50% of the damage dealt. So that's that. Going to Bayon. So Wax 370 recently got a buff. Gives an accuracy ailment, all at fast speed and reduced healing. Plus the element link of getting plus 30% defense. So if you pair him with another 20, all the allies have that particular benefit, including the Legends guys having this. So yeah. Old fellow. Very selective scenario fellow, will stick to rush, but then there are too many other options that most players have in rush, so don't know. But the special is Wax 280. Very terrible. This is almost a 3 stars base attack. So, and the damage is increased by 50% per each dead ally. But that is, if you're having dead allies, then you're basically hanging by the thread. So that's a stupid aspect to bank on. I'll leave it at that. She is a premium hero, I will say that. Multiple uses and fun use. So, and she hits 3. So that's that, and impacts 3 with the elemental aspect. One of the heroes of the month, Wax 1. That's a whack that must have been useful then. Eat off snipers. So 372 wasn't a snipe, but was a hard whack. Then the caster nearby gets plus 45% attack, further increase. Then element link gives 4% health for all dark. I think that was 2018, so I remember Evelyn having a similar element link, so would have been somewhat together types. She's a dodger, so useful. He hits 3, 1 hard and 2 minors, and there's a minus 90% decrease of any healing received for 4 turns. So he has his uses. Speeds up mana if paired together, and also additional attack. So attack stats improve if there is another pirate. He is a potential reviver depending on the percentage. So Sargasso has his use for certain rosters. This one is the funny one. I've seen videos of this one causing mayhem, but again conditional. So my issue is for certain people who have a lot of mats acquired through various means, they might just level this guy up, but I haven't started leveling Salmon Loki, Salo, and that's it. Can't give the tablets because there are too many other claimants, and now with the roster having expanded, maybe I might consider, but let's see someday. if I don't feed the fishy away to Soul Exchange. Yeah, so that's the Faded Summon, guys. And that's about it. We have 167 days to get whosoever you want. Cheers.